In this episode, we look at a bicycle branded deck that is anything but standard. Plus, we give you a chance to win one for yourself. Keep it here. I haven't reviewed a bicycle branded deck on this channel in over a year, which is probably quite a feat considering how ubiquitous the bicycle brand can be within the world of playing cards. In fact, I think I only briefly discussed the huge ramifications of the deal brokered earlier this year that saw Belgian card printing giant Cardamundi buy out the bicycle brand and its parent corporation, the United States Playing Card Company. It was a pretty huge deal that could have far-seeing effects on the industry. You know, the bicycle brand goes back to the turn of the 20th century. There have probably been more decks printed with bicycle branding on them than any other brand in playing cards history. The Bicycle Riderback, their most popular deck, is really considered the epitome of the medium. It's the bar when it comes to setting the standard for playing cards. It's the control group that everything else gets compared to. What that means is that for some playing card designers, you haven't designed a deck of playing cards until you've designed a bicycle deck. Fortunately for those folks, the uspcc allows the licensing of the bicycle brand for use on custom decks, independently designed yet printed by the uspcc. Some notable artists you may have heard of to take advantage of this to successful ends include Jackson Robinson, Dave Edgerly, and my collaborator on the Parlor deck, Lorenzo Gaggiotti. In this episode, we look at another such deck, the Bicycle Black Magic playing cards. Stay tuned all the way to the end of this video for a chance to win a deck of these cards directly from me, TheGentlemanWake. And remember, for the best in playing cards content, like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. Launched as a Kickstarter campaign in the first quarter of 2019, the deck is a collaboration between Shapeshifters and Max Playing Cards for Gambler's Warehouse. There are two versions of the deck, a bicycle branded standard edition and a foil embossed deluxe variant. The standard deck comes packaged in the typical uspcc style tuckcase, white glossy cardstock printed to be predominantly black or near black, seeing as how the cardstock has a tendency to reduce the contrast of the dark designs. The front of the box includes the bicycle branding in the traditional serifed font, the year 2018, presumably the year of design, in Roman numerals underneath. All of this sits above an intricate spade pip constructed of linework with a decidedly Celtic feel. This is a theme that we'll see represented throughout the deck. The sides of the deck read Black Magic on one side and Made in the USA on the other. The top of the box includes a circular Black Magic logo, and the bottom includes the traditional ad copy, including logos for Shapeshifters, presumably the designers, and playingcards.net, the online playing cards storefront for Gambler's Warehouse. The Max Playing Cards logo is on the left side of the box, near the bottom. Interestingly, the non-branded version of the tuck is really the standout tuck case here. I'm actually not sure why the choice was made to omit the bicycle branding on the more elaborate box. The back of the box includes a representation of the back design of the cards that's been slightly reduced to not be one-to-one. We'll look at it in much more detail. However, the one big difference is a slightly more elaborate outer frame. The deluxe edition of the deck, limited to 300, comes packaged in a gorgeously silver and black foil embossed tug case, printed on premium black matte cardstock. The front of the box loses the branding element as mentioned, but the silver foil really makes the line work in the design more prominent. There's a clockwork feel to the design that also mixes in elements of the occult, in keeping of course with the title of the deck. This is more evident on the back, which excises the center circle of the spade on the front of the box to make it the center focus of the back. The Black Magic circular logo is clearer to see as a result. There are some runes and glyphs that give the design an incantation-like vibe, as if the design had been scribbled on a dirt floor to be the stage for a black magic spell. The sides, top, and bottom of the box all mimic the standard version, albeit shinier, of course. There's a bit less ad copy as well. Although the standard box is unsealed, the deluxe does include a numbered silver foil sticker, sealing the tuck flap in place. Mine is number 40 of 300. The Kickstarter page mentions the inspiration behind the deck as being a magical battle between good and evil. As such, there are definite references to occult imagery, but it's handled in a relatively benign manner. No demons or devils or witches here. Instead, there's a reliance on medieval Celtic aesthetics and a lot of personal style. The standard edition card backs echo the choices made on the box. Beige or faint gold line work on black with a black poker border. The black magic diagram, however, is not present on the back. Instead, the lines include additional scroll work and frames. The two-way design features the classic mirrored circle look as made popular by decks like the Bicycle Rider back. There's a curved rhombus-like frame that gives the cards a jewelry style feel, like you might see on the elaborate setting of a precious stone. These cards are completely custom, as evident on the spot cards. Aside from the unique pips, indices, and pip placement, the backgrounds, although white, include the same faint gold patterns found on the back design with a single difference. The circumference of the two mirrored circles has been reduced, and the scroll work is swapped out for the black magic diagram. Rather than the traditional suit colors, here the deck features amethyst purple and emerald green for the black and red suits respectively, which again adds to the precious stone vibe. The index font is small and stylish, yet not very easy to read. In fact, several numbers like the 9s, 4s, and even 7s can all be mistaken for each other at first glance. And the flat bottom of the 6s make them look like the letter B rather than the number 6. 5s look like S's, and even the 8s look like X's. This is all in addition to the non-standard pip placement, which does make the deck somewhat ill-suited for gameplay or actual magic use. The aces include large detailed pips that echo the spade pip on the box. The court cards are a full-colored collection of hand-illustrated figures that echo the artistic motifs we've seen thus far. In fact, the style of the art, although idiosyncratic to the artist, I'm sure, reminds me of old-world illustration. Big eyes and small mouths. Even the bearded kings have a certain elvish quality to them. The crowns and vestments are especially detailed and ornate, as too are the weapons. The deck also includes a double backer and a Shapeshifters ad card in addition to two color-swapped jokers. They feature the occult-inspired diagram artwork we've seen in several places. To make matters even more confusing with regards to the indices, the jokers have a double J design, too similar to the Jack's single J rather than spelling out Joker. I should mention that the only difference between the standard edition and the deluxe, other than the tuck case of course, is that the cards here are gilded in silver foil, which is a nice touch. As far as handling goes, the standard deck handles as you'd expect a Bicycle branded premium crush stock deck to handle, which is great. The deck farrows front to back, otherwise known as traditionally cut. The card backs, although dark, do look good in motion, and the stock ensures crisp springs and even fans. All in all, a great deck for collectors and fans of Celtic design. In the end, the Black Magic deck is one of my favorite Bicycle branded decks of the year. The standard deck is still available at playingcards.net, but the gilded edition in its small 300 print run looks to be unavailable, so eBay would probably be your best bet. For a chance to win a standard edition Bicycle Black Magic deck, here's what you have to do. 1. Like this video. 2. Be a subscriber to this channel. And 3. Let me know which Bicycle branded deck of cards is your favorite in a comment below. Lots of great content coming up on the channel in the weeks to come. We've got a Q&A video coming soon, so be sure to ask questions below if you want to see them answered. We've got updates on the Parlor, and you're hearing it here first. The successor of the Parlor. Spicy. Plus, we've got some exciting channel updates and of course some more reviews, maybe even the return of the famous or maybe infamous TGW skits. In fact, to see a video with a skit that includes a review of a Bicycle branded deck, be sure to click on the video that will appear right here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I've been the Gentleman Wake. Hope to see you again next time.